This video is about perfectionism. Hello there, my friends. So I just wanted to talk about perfectionism today. See, I have a nuanced view of perfectionism now. At first, I thought perfectionism was nothing but an asset. I demanded a lot of myself, and I wanted my results to be as near to perfect as possible. And I still think that that trait can be an asset at times in my life. I do professional book editing for a few clients, and also I write. So when I review my own stuff and I edit my own stuff, I'm looking for, perfect grammar, punctuation. If there's a better phrase or the perfect word in the English language, and I can find that for a client, or I can change a turn of phrase to make it more appropriate, then I'll do that. So that in that case, my perfectionism is an asset, really. But sometimes I become so obsessed with perfection that, well, perfection can prevent me from actually doing something. So, in a sense, perfectionism can lead to procrastination because sometimes I'll find myself waiting for the perfect moment to begin a project, or I don't think I'm in the mood to write, or I think that I don't have enough information, or I just don't have, like, my muse isn't speaking to me, or whatever it happens to be. And I don't even get started. And sometimes I think that's okay. Maybe I'm not ready for that project, but other times it's not true. And a lot of times what happens is that once I get started on a project, I find the motivation. So a lot of times for me, motivation follows action. The motivation doesn't come first and then action, although that does happen occasionally. But a lot of times I get more motivation once I get started on a project. I've also had friends that have said, done is better than perfect. Uh, Sometimes getting a project to 80% completion and then just calling it a day. Sometimes you want that 100% completion, or that feeling, because that's a very satisfying feeling. But sometimes that last 20% takes so much effort that one would be better off engaging in another activity and get more productive and more productive activity. So it's hard for me to tell. That's the problem. So I need other people to look at my work. I need to open up. I need to not be so private, and I need other people to sound off about this sort of thing. Because I've been taught by people over the years. I had an instructor for when I was learning how to play pool as an adult, and he had a saying which was, amateurs practice until they get it right. So if I were practicing my bank shot, I'd get the bank shot in. I'd say, okay, great, let's on to the next lesson. He'd say, no, no, no. Now you have to do it until you can't miss. So amateurs practice until they get it right. Professionals practice until they can't get it wrong, was his saying. And that can be true for something like a discipline, like playing pool or tennis or something like that. But there is a point where one has to stop. And so I need to know where that is. But I have been doing a lot of new things in the last year or so. I quit a job that was taking up a lot of time in the evenings and interfering with things that I've always wanted to do. And so now that I do YouTube and consulting work, and I can edit books, and I can make a more flexible schedule, I can decide that I can do these other activities. Like I took stage combat, learned how to fight with a quarterstaff on stage, and I had never, I had taken martial arts before, but I had never really done stage combat before. So I was paying for the class, and at one point, one of my classmates who was also more experienced said, no, 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 that's not how you do it. And I said, okay, show me, and And I said to the instructors, show me how to do this. I'm not going to be naturally good at this. I have some experience, but, I don't have exactly the same experience. Show me how to do it. And that is a way of combating perfectionism for me. It's also a way of cultivating humility, a good sense of humility, not humiliation, but just knowing that I don't have that skill set yet. And I can't really be expected to have that skill set yet because I'm just learning, right? So it's fun, the adventure of learning new things. It can be disappointing, though, because especially when you're my age and you are good at some things, when you try something new and you're not good at it right away, sometimes you expect yourself to be better at it than you are. You think there are going to be talents and abilities that cross over that will make you be able to skip the beginner levels. But I'm learning Duolingo. If you watch my channel, I have funny Duolingo videos. I'm learning Irish, and I have no background in that. It's not a Romance language. I have background in French, Spanish, Italian, but I don't have that in Irish. So I'm learning from the very beginning. And some things you just have to learn from the very beginning. Now, as my ability to learn other languages help, in as much as I know that I have to learn gradually, it helps. But it doesn't help me spell, the words, and it doesn't help me with the fact that saying thank you is a 4-word phrase in Irish. That's new to me. So basically, there's a couple lessons that I've learned, and this is what I guess I made the video for. So people who may be struggling with this or younger than me, maybe inexperienced with it, might get this out of it. And that's basically, I don't want to let perfectionism prevent me from trying something new. And also, the saying practice makes perfect, that's not entirely true. I think practice makes progress. So when I practice, I will get improvement. But there are some things that may never be perfect. So, all right, that's all I got today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, let me know. And we'll do more like this. So if you have comments about this video, please share them. I'd love to hear what you think. And thanks all 13,600 of you out there. And subscribe to the channel if you want to be 13,601. Hit the button. Have a great day.